punching bag. Hello. Welcome to my video. Welcome to another mini review. Today we're talking about Set It Off, the band. The band Set It Off. Today we're talking about Punching Bag, the latest and greatest Set It Off single. The trio punk band Set It Off is back again with another single. And please set off that subscribe button. See what I did there? Did you like my joke? Set off, like set it off. Set off the subscribe button. Subscribe, please. Thank you. It's their first new song since Elsewhere. We don't talk about Barbie and Ken, please. We don't talk about that one. It's their first single since Elsewhere, and I think it's quite good. This song kind of feels like a combination of Midnight and Horrible Kids and Cinematics in a sense. It's a lot heavier than any other Set It Off song. Kind of reminds me of Muse a little bit, at least the intro with the synth stabs and all that. Very Musey. And this is their first release where they're not under a record label, which is cool. Excited to see how that changes what they do. First, I want to talk about their grayscale marketing, which I think is quite cool, because in the Elsewhere era, it was all really colorful, and I really like the visuals in that era as well. But now they've completely swapped to the other end of the spectrum, and they're going grayscale for some reason, but I think it's cool. I like the album cover. It reminds me of like older punk music, like Blink-182 type stuff, something like that. This is probably the heaviest song that they've released so far. Maybe apart from the grand finale from Cinematics. Fantastic song, by the way. That one's quite heavy too, feeling like it's the end of the world and the screaming and all of that stuff in that song. Really dramatic, really good song. But this song is quite heavy and it's quite intense. It's got the sass. It's got the signature trademark Cody Carson sass. I think the vocals on this song are very good. I think they're processed very well. I think that the mixing is great. I think the drums really cut through, which I like. And the production is good, although it's not super interesting. I feel like one of the main reasons why I like Set It Off is for how diverse each song sounds with their production, because they all have a lot of different sounds and synths and wacky stuff going on. But this one feels a little bit less interesting than it usually does. Maybe that's just because of the heavy nature of the song. I don't know. But I would have liked a little bit more spice in the song, I think. I think the synth sounds are good. I think the weird string sounds are good. I like the intro. I think that's pretty. I like the different intensity in Cody's vocals. In some parts in the song, he's really quiet. In some parts of the song, he's really intense. So I think that dynamic is cool. I'm not a fan of the lyrics, though. I don't really care much for them. When anyone says the words Mr. Nice Guy in anything, I cannot take it seriously. It just comes off as a bit cringe. However, the line "go fuck yourself" at the end of the chorus goes hard. Again, bringing out that signature Cody Carson sass. The chords in the chorus I feel like are a bit questionable, and this kind of links back to Elsewhere. Some of the chord progressions in Elsewhere were a bit strange, to say the least, but the chords on this song I feel like are very cinematics. They're kind of going back to that, I feel like. And the heaviness of this song is kind of funny to listen to when you compare it to Elsewhere, because Elsewhere sounds totally different than this song. Verse 2 in this song I think is really good. I think it kind of stands out from the rest of the song. I think the melodies are good. I think the vocal performance is good. And I also like the clap breakdown. I know it's a very cheesy, typical Set It Off stereotype to do that, to break down all the instruments and do the clap thing in the chorus, but I think it's cool. I think it works every time. I eat it up like a hungry goat. And then, oh my god, the halftime breakdown. God damn, that shit is fire. And then it happens again in the end with the chorus, the halftime chorus. You know I'm a sucker for halftime. That shit's crazy. And I love all the interludes. That's the same as the intro. Again, very Muse-like. Kind of reminds me of Dead Inside or something like that. The synth stabs. Overall, this song is very heavy. I quite like it a lot. And this song kind of makes me interested in what they're gonna do in the future. If they're gonna stick with the heavier sound, if this song is even a part of another album, or if it's just a random single. Are they gonna stick to the heaviness, or are they gonna go back to a more of a classic Set It Off sound? Or are they gonna do a fusion of the both? Or are they gonna do something completely different? I don't know. This song is kind of structured like every single other Set It Off song. Verse, chorus, breakdown section, and then another chorus, which I think is kind of my least favorite part about any Set It Off song, is how they structure them, because it's always the same every time. And I think they need to kind of break out of that a bit, but they stuck to it here. It's fine. It doesn't really damage the song. It just makes it less interesting than it could have been. If there were like 2 more sections to the song and made it like a 5-minute song instead of an under 3-minute song. I think they could really shine with some longer songs instead of trying to squeeze themselves into this pop formula. Those are my thoughts. I would give it maybe a 7 or a 7.5. I think it's quite good. I like the chorus a lot. I think it's very catchy, and I think the performances are good and the mixing and everything like that. So overall, I think it's a pretty good song, and I'm excited to see where it goes. That's all from me, folks. Subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. That's not true. I'll see you later. Bye.